Welcome back to another Chicago Brew Crew. I'm here with my craft beer aficionado, Ricardo. As always, I'm Mike Moreno, and today we're kind of doing something a little special, and thought I'd pull a couple things out of my cellar, along with some new stuff that just came out. So on the left right here, we actually have the Bigfoot from 2014, along with the Barrel Aged Bigfoot that came out in 2014 as well. And on the right-hand side, I got the Sierra Nevada Narwhal, which was just released in October, along with the Barrel Aged Narwhal, which came out about a couple weeks ago. So yeah, we got some really cool stuff. I think we'll start off with something old and kind of go over the reviews and stuff like that. Yeah. So just see, I mean, if you could already see off of this really deep kind of amber red going on, and the nose is super strong. I can smell it all the way from over here. Really rich malty backbone. What are you getting out of that?
I'm getting some malt, a little bit of bread, light bitterness to it,
kind of like
caramel notes.
Apricot. I'm also getting off the nose a little bit. Just really well balanced. Nothing is kind of coming out more than anything else. It's very well balanced. Like I said, I kind of get almost the sweet ending almost reminds me of like grape musks a little bit. What are you getting out of that?
And for me, like I'm gonna go about mouthfeel. Like this isn't like, it's a big beer in terms of like it's 9.6%, but it's not like completely just overpowering.
No, not at all.
Your whole mouth. It's pretty thin. There's some like carb to it. So this is definitely a really good sipper for me.
Yeah, the carbonation is actually, I kind of feel like there could be a little more. The body is really thin compared to most other beers. I don't know if maybe because it's been aging for a year in the bottle itself. I mean, this is just an outstanding beer. It's just absolutely outstanding. When it comes to a barley wine, this is what you think of for a good barley wine. I mean, it's like the sweet notes, it just constantly giving you different ideas. When you're trying it, every time I get something different. Like right there, I got kind of like a honey note out of it, and it coats your mouth really well. Very long lasting finish, slightly bitter, but nothing overpowering. They just did a hell of a job with this beer. So now we're gonna try the highly sought after Barrel Aged Bigfoot, which is a lot harder to find. Yeah, so now we're trying the Barrel Aged Bigfoot. I believe they aged this in what? It was Kentucky
whiskey,
barrels, or
Kentucky whiskey barrels.
yeah,
correct.
Kentucky whiskey barrels. 11.9%. This bad boy right here was 9.6. So
this is the kind of stuff you put in your milkshakes, of course, and some good protein shakes.
When you look at it, I mean, first of all, the first thing I'm noticing is super dark red notes. I mean, there's a huge difference in the colors right here, which I'm guessing is from the barrel. Yeah, I always recommend to people that when you're going to be drinking barrel-aged beers, especially when it comes to stouts, like we'll try the Narwhal next, is you don't want your beers super cold. You want them to be cold, or cool, I should say, not cold. Just so that way, you know, who wants to drink a warm beer, but at the same time, you definitely get way more coming out of it. What are you getting out of this?
I get a little bit of coconut for sure. I usually get that from like, you know, whiskey barrels, sometimes some coconut flavor. I don't know if I'm crazy.
No, it's the barrel actually, depending on how young of a barrel, you know, if they haven't reused the barrel over and over, you're gonna get more of those coconut notes coming from the actual fresh barrels. So I'm guessing that's what it is. You do get that a lot. You know, the malt seems to be a little more subtle this time. Like it just kind of the malt backbone is not as there compared to the regular. Most people or most of the brewers would say that if you want to age a beer, that you want to do it between 9 months to about 12 months is what they're looking for. Now, of course, that depends on how big the barrel is. I mean, we don't know. Unfortunately, it doesn't say where the barrel came from. We just know it's a Kentucky barrel-aged beer. It could have been a 50-gallon. It could have been a 30-gallon. I mean, who knows? But yeah.
In terms of ABV jump, not a lot. We have a 9.6%, and I think it's about 11% or so, Mike.
11.9.
There you go. So not much of a big jump. You can detect it a little bit towards the end, the heat of it, but not a big significant difference.
All right, so now we're trying the Narwhal 2015 edition, of course. Was just released about a month ago, I believe, maybe a month and a half ago. So not that long ago.
Salud. Cheers,
Salud.
brother. And I always like looking at stouts, man. I really like looking at stouts.
Yeah.
I love that, like, squid ink looking color.
Well, and what I like also is when you swirl it around, you can see the retention is kind of, I mean, I feel like I'm about to drink just like pure chocolate. Which I love dark chocolate, by the way, and that's what it smells like.
I would agree with you on that. I mean, I'm getting some chocolate in it. Some very, like, dark berries as well.
Yeah, like very ripe, dark fruit kind of going on. You get, the cocoa is super pronounced. Now, when I was reading up on this, they said that you were going to get some espresso notes. I get a little bit, but it's so minute. I mean, it's kind of like afterwards, when you let it sit in your mouth, you kind of get a little bit of espresso, but very, very little, not as much as I thought. The malts that they use in this are really cool. They use really nice special malts that just give it some really unique characteristics. Man, I mean, this is just a really, really nice. They just do a really good job with this series. I think the Bigfoot was an awesome barley wine. The Narwhal is another just really, really good. It's a Russian Imperial Stout, am I correct? Or is it just an Imperial Stout? Imperial Stout, my apologies. I thought it was a Russian Imperial Stout. But nonetheless, for an Imperial Stout, it's just really, really well put together. 10.2% alcohol. You would never guess that it was that strong.
No.
There's not like a heavy alcohol.
And in comparison to the barley wine that we had, I would think that the non-barrel aged barley wine is stronger than this one.
I completely agree with you. That's for sure. And then for people that are hunting for these, by the way, there is one more, which is very, very hard to find. I have never seen it on the market. I don't think a lot of people have gotten it. But the barrel aged torpedo.
What are you talking about? Oh.
Yeah. See?
Is it the IPA?
Did you even know?
No.
Exactly.
You're hiding stuff from me.
I don't have it. I swear. If I had it, I'd have it in the video.
Whatever.
But the barrel aged Narwhal. Anyways,
he has those beers. He knows what he's doing.
let's try this guy right here. So now we're trying the barrel aged Narwhal, which we got right here. Still got the regular Narwhal on the side, so we could.
You can smell the barrel.
Let's try this out. This one right here, I believe, what was it? 11.9, 12.9. Wow, it's a big old beer going on
up.
So you get a ton of barrel off the nose. Cheers. Let's try this out.
Gracias, muchacho. You technically want to have your pinky, up before you taste.
It's the classy way to drink craft beer, I mean, if you want to be a beer snob, of course. That's the pursuit of happiness, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
It is a great beer, but I feel like it wasn't aged long enough. I would like a little more characteristic going on in there. Maybe they didn't age this one for a year. It doesn't say anything on the back, so I actually don't know how long this was aged. Again, Kentucky barrels, doesn't say where it's from, how long it was aged. So we're kind of just left up to our imagination.
Sure.
From what I could see, maybe this was aged for 9 months in very big barrels, maybe 50 gallons, and it just needed more time. I could tell, though, definitely, that if you were to let this rest in the bottle for a year or two, that it would actually probably open up really well and would be a really, really great beer.
They're both very awesome. I I think I might like the base better.
You like the base better,
Which is rare.
depends. I mean, there are times, I know you're talking about the old Rasputin. You like the base beer on that a lot. Personally, I like the Barrel Aged Old Rasputin more, but it varies from time to time. But nonetheless, all great beers.
Sure.
If you were to rate which beer you like the most, which one would you go with?
I might have to go Narwhal. I'm sorry, I might have to go Narwhal. I feel like I'm cheating on like my oldie but goodie. Back in the day, I used to like have a lot of different Bigfoots, even when it was in a 6-pack, now it's a 4-pack. I might have to go on just the base Narwhal today.
Yeah, I would agree as well. I think the Narwhal is the clear winner right here. The barrel aged one, I would like to see how it ages in the bottle. But overall, really good stuff. You know, you can't go wrong. I was really impressed with this one. You guys can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We also have a Instagram account now, so I'm always posting up really cool stuff on there.
He still hasn't friended me, by the way. So if he doesn't friend you, don't feel offended.
Yeah, no, it's just, very busy guy. But in any case, December 5th, we're going to be having our second annual Barrel Age event. Please come out. It's going to be from 12 to 8. I'm going to have food trucks. I'm going to have tons of tastings going on all day.
I'm excited. I'm very, very excited.
It's going to be awesome. Barrel aged beers, tons of different varieties. I'm going to be releasing some Barrel Aged Old Rasputin. I'm going to be releasing some the Goose Island variants. Oh my God.
You said it.
The craziness.
The Goose Island stuff.
People start tearing, digging holes underneath my store now. In any case, 12 to 8 p.m. Don't miss it. It's going to be awesome. Really, really good event. I'm releasing a beer every 30 minutes. So if you get in there early enough, you're going to get a lot of good stuff. On that note, I guess we're going to sign off.
Yes, thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.
Salud.